So investors, Airbnb and individual investors are running away from cities like Phoenix and Las Vegas. But the question is why are they running away when they were investing so heavy? They were investing so heavy, guys, into these areas 6 months to a year ago. Well, we have an answer for that, guys. My name is Orlando, and welcome to the channel. We're gonna jump right into this. So investors, that includes people who are doing Airbnb, all jumped into these boom towns, these areas where, like Boise, Idaho, Las Vegas, Phoenix, they were jumping into these areas head first. Now they're running for the hills, guys. They are running for the hills because the prices are now losing value. Now that prices aren't going up and demand is almost dead in a sense, now investors are thinking to themselves,
do I want to be the last person holding this hot potato?
But let's jump into it. It says regular home buyers in Las Vegas and Phoenix stand a chance now that investors are fleeing pandemic boom towns. We've talked about this countless times about places like Las Vegas, Miami, and other hot spots being the catalyst to kind of let you know exactly what's going on with the housing market.
It's about to go down.
Places like Las Vegas and Miami normally get hit the hardest. Las Vegas itself, during the 2008 crash, the financial downturn, when that happened, guys, listen, Las Vegas was destroyed. I mean, values just plummeted. People lost jobs. Everything kind of reset in Las Vegas. And this is no different. Las Vegas is just one of those cities that gets hit very, very hard when it comes to a recession. It is what it is, but I love to use and look at Las Vegas and Miami and these other hot spots to kind of determine exactly where the nation is going to go. I'm telling you, I'm not using the future, guys. I'm just looking at the past to determine what's going to happen in the future. And Las Vegas is just one of those spots. It says pandemic boom towns like Phoenix and Las Vegas are seeing investors retreat as home prices fall. I mean, it's not a surprise. Everything is going up when it comes to housing. We have inflation that is still high. I know. Everybody's saying inflation is coming down, but it's not down yet. That's the big thing. We can all be happy that inflation is going down, and it's not even going down by much. I mean, inflation is down, 0.3? Maybe let's just give it 0.5%. It's down by that little, and we're now celebrating. How much do we still have to go to get inflation down to 2%, 3%? Heck, 4%. We have a long, long way to go.
I still have a long way to go before I can process all of this.
So we have inflation that's high. We have mortgage rates that are high. We also have property tax and insurance. All of those things are high. With all of these things happening with demand down, what do investors have to do? They are holding all of these expenses and no income coming in. So what are they thinking to themselves? Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have bought a house that was $100,000 over asking price. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe paying 3 times property tax isn't the deal. Maybe paying 3 times insurance is gonna hurt me. Maybe inflation is going to hurt my investment. Just maybe all of those things will hurt them. Damn. Investors are retreating from pandemic boom towns like Phoenix, Arizona, and Las Vegas, Nevada as home prices continue to fall. Those markets, according to Redfin, overall investors purchased $4.24 billion worth of homes nationwide in Q3, which is down more than 26% from a year ago and more than 30% below the $61 billion total investors spent in Q2, Redfin found. And this is exactly what I was talking about, guys. You have to be able to look at this and go,
look, these guys are in it to make the money.
And if money is not coming in, demand is down. And no one's going to pay the overpriced value that sellers are offering. No matter if you're giving incentives, doesn't matter if you're giving gift card, refrigerators, doesn't matter what you're giving. If you're not knocking down the price, then I don't want it. That's what you should be saying to yourself. And these investors have to make money. I'm an investor myself. I am. Listen, I am not against investors. I would be against myself. But here's the thing. You have to know when to get in and you have to know when to get out.
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
And these guys bought in at a ridiculous price. They were pushing up the prices. I'm telling you now, I'm not buying a $100,000 overpriced home. I'm not buying a $50,000, $20,000, even a $10,000 overpriced home. Never. Not happening. Not for me.
Well, that's something I'd like to avoid.
I'm buying below market, and that's how I do my deals. I go and I look for properties that are undervalued, and then I try to buy those deals. I'm not buying a $100,000 overpriced home. It's not happening. So that's my whole point. You have a lot of new investors that came in and just bought up homes over and over and over, didn't care what the price was. They just wanted the home because they thought prices would continue to go up. But they're not going up anymore, and you're now left holding the bag. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is, and a lot of these properties are going to come back onto the market, and now you're going to have to decrease the value because of interest rates. If interest rates continue to go up, like I think they will, then prices do have to come down. Phoenix led the nation with a staggering 49% decline in investor activity in Q3. 50%! But listen, guys, I know what you guys are thinking.
Orlando, is this all from interest rates?
And I would say yes, because demand is low. I'm not just gonna tell you that it's interest rate. I'm gonna show you something that's gonna blow your mind. Let's take a look at Phoenix. This is a photo from the Scottsdale, Phoenix area, guys. Now take a look at this, guys. This is Airbnbs in the local market of Scottsdale, Phoenix, Arizona. It's showing you all of the Airbnbs. These are all the investors that bought up houses in the area. And look at this. I mean, the whole neighborhood. Your whole neighborhood is Airbnbs. This is ridiculous. And this is what happens when a city does not limit the amount of Airbnbs in this area, does not limit the amount of investors. How about this? Would you love to buy a home and you were this close to this many Airbnbs? Ask yourself this question. Would you want to buy a home and all of these Airbnbs are in your backyard?
I'm out of here, dude.
People coming in and out, you not knowing who. You actually don't even have neighbors. Your neighbors are 365 different people. One day it's Joe, next day it's James, next day it's Rebecca. You don't know who it is. This is what you're getting. And this is the reason why investors are running for the hill. This is the reason why you will see all of these investments either go back on the market or go into foreclosure. Either way, they're going to come down in price. I can promise you these homes aren't worth what they were when they bought them. It's not. The competition is too heavy. Imagine the competition in this. You have, on one street, you have 10 Airbnbs or 10 investment properties, and you're trying to sell it for, $800 a night. The guy next door sells it for $700. The next guy sells it for $600. Next thing you know, you're down to $200 a night. You cannot compete with that because you have debt on the property, because you spent all of your money renovating this place. So now you're gonna lose your head.
Oh, I think I'm in trouble.
But I just wanted to show you guys this. This is insane. When you see data like this that I'm showing you, this will let you know that we're getting to a point where deals can be had, guys. Next year is going to be a big year. And a big year because all of this stuff is going to turn. When things start to get turned back on, all of these expenses and remote jobs, all this other stuff gets sorted out. I'm telling you guys, we're going to see more rate increases. We're going to see more demand drop because of interest rates being too high. And these guys will be forced. These guys who overpaid will be forced to put their properties on the market or possibly go into foreclosure. Then we have Redfin saying here, it is unlikely that investors will return to the market in a big way anytime soon. Home prices will need to fall significantly for that to happen. Well, of course, because if you're losing all of the money that you invest into a property and you have to sell it or you go into foreclosure, Either way, you're losing money on the cash flow, then of course you're not gonna buy more properties. Properties will have to drop in a huge amount for you even to get in there. Imagine though, if you're losing money on your current property, you're probably not gonna be enticed to jump into the market after you just got burned. And this is the information that you need to make the best decision that you can for you and your family, guys. This information will allow you to buy, sell, get into your first rental property. So make sure that you watch this video additionally to this video so that you get a better and clear understanding. I promise you, you will learn more information to make the best decision for you and yours. So make sure you watch that video. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks.